Just remember when you're doing this, this is for entertainment purposes only. Just remember when we're doing this, all the numbers are always attached. Remember that. When you're doing this, the numbers are always attached. This is your 730 rundown. This is the front side of it. This is the mirror side of it. Just remember that. So everybody knows their mirror numbers. The 1 is the 6, the 2 is the 7, the 3 is the 8, the 4 is the 9, and the 5 is the 0. These are your mirror numbers. Moski, how you doing? Just remember when you're doing this, what's the key factors on winning here? The location, guys. That's the number one thing you need to know. You need to learn this. The location, the location, the location. Where was the last winning number? This is what you got to tell yourself. Let's do it. Location is the key, guys. Location and the patterns. These are the keys. You want to learn how to win? If you learn this, you're going to, yes. Location, location, location. Denise, how are you? Miss McKenzie, how are you? Anyone that plays the lottery, pick 3. Just remember, anybody could pick the winning number, but the right way to do it is knowing the location and learning the patterns. You need to know this. This is what you need to learn. Yes. And every time the winning number is coming from the date and the results from your state. So just remember, in your state might be different from my state. So just remember that. You got to keep track on the winning numbers in your state. Yes. This is the key factor on winning. How do you think I actually came up with this? It's the location. How do you think I've learned this? Location, location, location. Yes, let's do it, Lucy. That's what's key here on learning this. The day and the night numbers are always attached to the next number, always. Always remember that when you're playing, this is something that you need to learn. Your basic rundown, anybody could do this. The front and the mirror side. You got your mirror numbers. What you need to learn is this. These are the keys that you need to learn. The location, the location, the location. So what state we're talking about? Yo, Ray, what's up, Ray? How you doing? Winner, 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 winner. Chicken dinner. So just remember, in New York, yesterday, what did they give you in New York yesterday? 820 and 930. Do you see the numbers are always attached? Look, 930, 820. So you guys are seeing that. Always the numbers. This is what you got to tell yourself. When I'm playing, the numbers are always attached. So if you want to look at it like this, look, 390, that's an L. Look at it. 390 is the L. Then you come down is what? The V, the 820. You didn't really have to go that far because if you're playing 390 and if you're playing 285, if you're playing 285, what other number you need to play? If you're playing the 390, what other number you need to play? This is the stuff that you need to learn how to do. You're always connecting the last number to the next winning number. Always, always, always. Robert, how you doing? If you're playing, yes, if you're playing 285, the 5 is the neutral number. You got to play 285. So you can, look, we're looking at it up here, and you can look at it at the bottom. Look, 930, day number, 528. So if you're playing 528, you already know what you got to do. Just like if you're playing 930, you got to play 935, 630. The 9 is the 6. These are the numbers they flip. Felicia, how you doing? So whoever wants to learn this is what you got to tell yourself when you're playing. I don't care what state you play. This is what you got to tell yourself. When I'm playing, this is your money you're playing. Whoever's listening, whoever's on the live, just remember this is your money. When you're playing, you remember that the 0 and the 5 are the neutral numbers. Remember that. This is what you got to tell yourself when you're playing. So if you're playing 630, what other number you need to play if you're playing 630? You got to play 635. The neutral numbers are the 0 and the 5. Always remember that when you're playing this. This is your money. You want to make sure you're doing it right. And I guarantee you certain numbers bring certain numbers. This is what I teach everybody. So now, what are the neutral numbers? The 0 and the 5. So if you're playing the 9, what other number you need to play with the 9? What does the 9 bring? Cedric Powell, how you doing? The 9 brings the 6, and the 6 brings the 9. If you're having doubts about it, go look at the results in your states. It's not only New York, any state. Certain numbers bring certain numbers. Moski, how you doing? So listen, let's just do any state. It could be North Carolina, Florida, any state. This is what you need to practice on. The rundown, anybody could do these rundowns. Anybody could do this. Anybody. Simple. This is your front, your mirror side. Anybody could do that. This is the basic rundown. Yes. The way you learn this is by learning this, what I just finished writing down for you. This is what you need to learn. I guarantee you, you learn this, you're going to master this. New Jersey, how you doing? Garnett, what state? And I'll show you. But don't you want to learn it? Don't you want to learn it first before you play? Anna, how you doing? But does that make any sense? Anybody that's just saying, just play, give me the number. Don't you want to learn it first? Does that make any sense? So this is what I suggest everybody doing. Learning it first, then invest your money in this. Yes, learn it. Learn the tricks to it. Does that make any sense? Or you're going to just play, you don't know what you're doing. That doesn't make no sense. Learn it first. This is what I suggest. This is what I did when I first learned it. I learned it first, then I started investing. How are you, Anna? Tennessee, how you doing? What's the winning numbers for your state? What is the numbers for your state? Garnett, tri-state. What do you mean tri-state? New York? Yes, thank you, Denise. Can anybody tell me the numbers for their state so you can see what I'm talking about? So just remember when you're playing, yes, give me the day and the night from your state. So New York. Yes, New York. What was the day number for New York? Yes, definite. 9:30. So, yes, 9:30. So what you need to do next? What's the next step you need to do? Anybody that's doing New York and the nighttime number was 820. Do you see how the numbers are always attached? Look at it. Look at it here. This is New York. Do you see the winning numbers attached? Oh no. So they gave you 930. So what's that considered? What's that number considered? What number? The 930. Is that straight, V, or L? What did they give it? Which way they gave it to you there? Ray, how you doing, Ray? How are you? So they gave you L. Then at night, right off the day number, look, what did they give you at night? 820. Is the 820, is it far away? So you guys are seeing it. If you learn this, you're going to have your own little tricks when you're playing. That's what it's all about. Learning the location, learning the tricks on doing this. How you think I learned how to do it? Yes, North Carolina. What was the numbers for North Carolina? So 392 and 430. So, yes, Ray, what was the main number they used here? Look at it. I want you to look at it. What was the main number that they used? Look. What was the main number they used in North Carolina? What number did they use? Are these numbers the same numbers? Yes or no? Let's write it out. What was the numbers that came out in North Carolina? 392 and 430. That was the numbers. No, this is the numbers that came out in your state, and I'm going to show you. 392 and you said 430, no? What did they do here? This is North Carolina. Do you see anything? Let's talk about these numbers here. This was the day number and this was the night number. What do you see there? Ray, what do you see? You see anything? Okay, everyone that's in my group, yes, there you go. Everyone that's in my group, they know how to do this already. So if you're looking at it, 3939 is the same number. So what did they do? Look at it. Did they go +2 or -2? Look at it. It's the same number. 3939 is the same number. What did they do? Does everybody see that? It's the same exact number. So if it's 392, they went backwards. So if this is 39, the 4, what's the mirror to the 4? -2. There you go. There you go. This is everybody that's in the group. Yes, they know how to do it. They know how to do it. So now look at it. Look at the numbers that came out. They gave you 392 and 430. Which way did it come out? Straight, V, or L? Both numbers. So does everybody see that? Let's start with the 932. What was that? Was that an L? Okay. So if this is their location, what came out at night? You said the 340. Which way it came out? W or R or L? The 340. But you see what I'm talking about? How the winning numbers always come out? So does it make sense to pay attention to that? Do you write down the results? Who's watching? Whoever's watching, do you write down the results from your state? Do you keep the results? Because by you writing the results, you're going to have an upper hand on them when you're playing. Does that date sum, does it change every day? The date sum. This number here, does the date sum, I'm going to write it down so everybody can see it. Does that number change every day? The date sum. So what's today's date sum? So I'm going to just show you something simple. And I want you to make sense of it when you're doing this, please. So if today's the 4, yesterday was the 3, correct? The day before was the 2. The next day is the 5. The next day is the 6. The number changes every day, correct? Ray, are we in the same page? Does that date sum changes every day? Robin, yes. Does the date sum changes every day? This is Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So does this number change every day? So by this number changing every day, why do you think I tell you to write down the results? Why do you think I tell you that? By you writing down the results, for an example, this is daytime, for an example. I'm giving you an example so you can understand why I tell people to write down the results. So if Saturday was the 2 and 395 came out, did they use the 2? Did they use the 2? This was Saturday. These are the date sums here. So now the next day, say it came 450. Did they use the 3? So by you writing this down, in your state, you're going to see how often they're using that date sum. So does that make any sense? Yes. So whatever happens in New York is different from Florida, North Carolina, California, Texas, Georgia. Every state's patterns are different. So say the next day came out 594. Then the next day came 630. Then the following day came 785. Then the next day came 855. Then the next day came 398. So how often, say this is Texas or Florida, for an example, how often they use the number? The date sum. So say you have your notebook and you're writing down the results. You're keeping track every day in your state how often they're using that number. So by you doing that, what's the advantage you have by you doing that? What advantage you gonna have? What advantage you gonna have by you doing this? Are you gonna start eliminating numbers if you're seeing a pattern? So if you're seeing they're using the number every 2 days, you understand? You're gonna see the pattern. So did they use it here? No. Did they use it here? No. Did they use it here? Yes. Did they use it here? No. No. No and yes. So what do you see? You're looking for a pattern. You understand? By you doing this, you're seeing how often. So if they used it here, the next day, tomorrow will be the 9. You won't use the 9. You understand what I'm showing you guys? So by you doing that, Garnett, are you seeing a pattern? Maybe in my state is different. Maybe your state. So does it make sense to write down the results? So you can see how often it's only going to help you. Because if you start eliminating numbers, like the next day, you saw they used the date sum here. So you know the next day, you're not going to use the 9. You start eliminating numbers. And when you start eliminating numbers, it's no longer a pick 3 no more. Now you're doing what? Pick 2. It's no longer a pick 3 no more. If you start eliminating numbers, so for an example, say the 9. You look at the 9, you get rid of the 9. Why? Because in your state, you know they're using the date sum every other day or every 2 days or every 3 days. So that number is eliminated. So does everybody understand what I just finished showing them? Does it make any sense? How are you, Rose? How are you? Just know Garnett is only going to help you. So by writing down the results for your state you're only going to have the advantage, not me. You're going to have the advantage. Because imagine, I've already showed you what to do to write it out. Suppose you don't write it out. If someone asks you what came out in your state, what are you going to say? What came out 3 days ago? What are you going to tell them? That's what you're going to say. What does the average person do when they don't write down the results? What came out 3 days ago in your state? What are they going to do? So if the person is telling you, does the person know what he's doing? What came out 3 days ago in your state? But I guarantee you, if you're listing your numbers and keeping the day in one book and the night in one book, you're not going to be doing You're not going to be doing because you're going to go into your book and you're going to know what number came out. So does that make sense? Just remember, when you're doing this, you got to show yourself that you know what you're doing when you're doing this. So if you're going to do this, if you want to make money doing this, treat it like a business. Take care of it like a business. If something is giving you money, you take care of it. How you take care of it? Write down the results. You want to keep track on everything that you're doing with this. Does that make any sense? If something that's giving you money, are you going to take care of it or you're not going to take care of it? Same way. Just remember, anything that's giving you money, you take care of it. You take care of it. And that's what I do with this. Because if something that's giving me money, you take care of it. So how you take care of it? You treat this like a business. I don't care if you're spending $1, $5, $20, whatever you spend. You want to know where your money is going at. So the right way to do it is writing down the results and keeping track of the location of the last number. So I don't care what state we're doing. We could do New York, Florida, Ohio, whatever state you want to do. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. My state is harder than your state. It's all the same thing, people. If you learn this is the front, mirror side. This is what you need to learn. The location, what I just finished explaining to you. The location and the patterns. This is what you need to learn. You learn that, you're going to be on your way. You're going to be on your way in the winner's circle, counting your money. So what state we going to do today? I'm going to do one state. It's already 12:15. I'm just showing you the basics on how to do this. So whoever wants to learn how to do this, you can book a one-on-one with me. This is what I do every day. Not only here, TikTok, Instagram. If you want to learn it, this is what you need to do. Book a one-on-one. I'm available. Not today. I'm booked today. Tomorrow, 1:15 or 3 o'clock, I'm available tomorrow. This is my email, and you can message me. You want to learn how to do it? Take charge. Take charge. You want to learn it? I'll teach you the tricks, but you got to take charge. If you're really determined to learn this, you already know what you got to do. Book a one-on-one with me. And become a member here. Become a member here on YouTube. Join it. Come join. Look, this is my channel here. I got 7,100 people that subscribe to my channel. Take charge. You want to learn it? Who really wants to learn this? Take charge. This is your money. I don't care if you're playing a penny, a dollar. Don't you want to learn how to do this the right way? Or you just want to just random pick any number? Play your birthday, your license plate. That's not the correct way to play this. So if you want to learn the correct way to do this, I'll show you. So it's simple. You can subscribe, become a member, or you can actually book a one-on-one. Very simple. And this live here is going to go up. It's going to go up as a video. So if you want to get that information and book a one-on-one, look at the video and you can message me. So what state? Richard, how you doing? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Lucy, yes, I am. Yes, I am. So what state you want me to do today? I'm going to do one state. So whoever wants to play it. So you have to give me the day numbers and the night numbers for your state. So I can show you right now. So you can play today. So you can see it for your own self. Sometimes it takes a person to see it with their own eyes. You know, I can continue talking and talking. Sometimes the person has to see it for themselves. So what's the numbers for your state? I need the day and the night number. Day and night. What state is that? Tri-state? What state is that? Ray, so the day number was 392 and 430. So now this is what you need to do for this. This is what you're going to do. The location, I'm going to show you now how you're going to do this. I want you to see this so you can win today. I want you to win. So Ray, I want you to do this so you can see how you do this. I'm going to write it down for you so you can learn how to do it. So for today, the last number that came out in your state was 392 and 430. Look, I'm going to write it out for you so you can do it today. I'm going to show you right here. Look, live, I'm going to show you. Look, I'm showing you here live. 5, 6, 7. Look, this is what you're going to do just for today. I'm going to just show you a simple trick so you're going to see it. I want you to see it clearly. So that number that just came out, the 430, that was the number that came out at night. So this number right here determines what numbers you're going to play. So what does that number add up to, Ray? The 430. The day number was 930. That's the location. Look, this is the location, 930. Now, what does that 430 add up to? There you go. So 7. Then you go up 1. Remember this, Ray, when you're doing this, you got to go up 1. After you finalize, you get one number, you go up 1. 7, 8. What's the mirror to 7, 8? So what's the mirror to 7, 8? So there you go. So now this is what you're going to do. You're going to see it today. It's going to appear right in front of your doorstep. It's going to. So now look at the date. This is what you need to do every time when you play. You're going to write down the date, today's date, the 13th. So now, what's the root sum for today? I'm going to show you here. Now, today's the 4. No? Tomorrow's the 5. Yesterday was the 3. This is the root sum. Now, whoever wants to learn how to do this, this is what I tell everybody. Book a one-on-one. I'll show you the tricks to do this. So location-wise, what was the last number that came out for location? North Carolina. What was the last number that came out? We're doing day with day. What was the last number that came out? Location-wise. Remember I told you what's important. Location, location, location. That's the most important part. So what is it? 930 is the last number that came out in the daytime. 430 was the last number that came out at night. that determines what numbers you're going to play. Yes. So now look, 2, 3, 7, 8. I'm going to highlight it for you so you can see it. You're going to see when the winning number comes out. 2, 3, 7, 8. So now look, if the root sum is 4, so you think it makes sense to play this number for today? This is the last number that came out, the 930. You think it makes sense to play 735 for today? North Carolina, you think it makes sense? What's the root sum to 735? Does it make sense to play that number? The 735. Does that make sense? The last number that came out is here. So you think it makes sense to play 735? So it's 392. Okay, 392. So the 430 came out. Okay, no problem. It's the same thing. So look at it. Thank you, thank you. 932, guys. Thank you. I got it. 932. It doesn't matter. It's still the same thing. For location-wise. So does it make sense for today? Thank you, Katora. Does it make sense to play 735? Remember what I told you. Remember this number here. And remember what I said. Always play off the last number. 932. You see the 340? You're staying close. You don't need to go too far. You don't need to go too far. 639. That's considered the 8. Screenshot it so you can see what I'm talking about. Yes. There you go. Yes, Ray. 739 is considered the 9. Screenshot it so you can see for your own self whatever comes out today. So remember when you're doing this, the hit sum is 2, 3, 7, 8. So you're going to add another column here. Look. You see your 7, 8? 7, 8. Look at it. 7, 8, 7, 8. You're coming down and you're going up. You see it? Robert, from the date, I will show you. You see today's date, the 4? 1, 3, what's that, 4? What is that? What's 1, 3? 1 plus 3 is 4. 1, 2 plus 5. You see it? You got it, Robert? From the date I'm showing you. You see the date? Today's the 13th. 1 plus 3 is the 4. You're 1. 5 plus 2 is the 7. There you go. From the date. Screenshot it. North Carolina, I want you to screenshot it. Just remember, whatever's the outcome, I'm just showing you. I would love to show you more, but it's not fair to people that pay me. So if you want me to give you the real source, book a one-on-one with me. Because I want to tell you what you need to do next. But it's not fair for the people that pay me. So if you want to subscribe and become a member, you need to book a one-on-one. Whoever's watching this live, I want to show you, but it's not fair for the people that actually pay me every month. And for the one-on-ones. Yes, definite. So everybody, enjoy your evening. So you already know, you want to look at this video, you can book a one-on-one with me, or you can become a member. It's only going to help you. Just remember that. You're doing this. This is what I suggest to everybody. Learn it first before you start investing your money in this. Remember, they're not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. Learn it first, then start making money. So everybody, enjoy your day. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is Numbers with Dave, the Lotto King. And I'm out. Everybody have a blessed day, and I'm out.